Hey, do you want to learn how to live a debt-free life and have true financial freedom? Well, baby, you better stay tuned today. Hey, Frank Thomas here from Wealth Generation Strategies, and today we're going to be talking about the topic of how to live a debt-free life and have financial freedom. Financial freedom's great. I'm going to be serious with you. It's an awesome feeling. I've had it a few times in my life, or at least I thought I did, but I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself. Make sure you watch right to the end of this video. I'm going to be talking about the most important facet to becoming financially independent or have true financial freedom. So you got to stick around right to the end. Okay, so let's get into it here. What I did was, instead of talking generalized terms, I've decided to take a look at my budget. What I did was I took 3 sets of figures from my budget and I broke it down into percentages. And in those percentages, I broke it up into 8 different categories. Groceries. So groceries are basically day-to-day stuff for the house, gas for the car, milk, eggs, etc., things like that. The second one is debt. In other words, I'm servicing debt, and that debt could be a mortgage, could be a car loan, could be credit card, could be anything. Giving is just as it is. I'm just giving. Like I'm giving out of my income, I'm giving to charities or whatever. Insurance. Now, insurance is broken into 2 big, broad categories. Insurance could be things like house and car insurance, and that's a tough one to make go away. When I get to that section and we look into it a little bit deeper, I'll show you how to reduce that. But the second one is life insurance, and we can definitely reduce that as we start to go work towards financial independence. Taxes. Taxes is just a lump sum things that you just can't make go away. Now, I left things like personal taxes when it comes to income tax and stuff out of the equation. This is just looking at net income after you've paid all your taxes there. This is taxes you're going to pay. And in this category, it's property taxes. That's the only thing I really have. Entertainment is what it is. It could be going out for dinner. It could be going to the movies. Could be anything that is not a hard line item in our budget, but it's something I like to put into the entertainment category. And this also includes things like internet, cable TV, cable subscriptions, or internet subscriptions for, let's say, Netflix or whatever. Utilities, again, just what it is, gas, hydro, things like that. Savings, it's what you save for the long term, where you start building that financial freedom nest egg. So let's dig into this and take a look at this. And you're going to start to see some astonishing and surprising trends happening here. Now, like I said earlier in the video, I've taken 3 snapshots in time. The first one, which is in blue, as you can see on my chart here, is from 2020. The red one is from 2023, and the yellow one is my budget that I just created for 2024 going forward for the rest of the year. And it gives you kind of an idea how the numbers fluctuate. Now, some things stay very close. It gets very hard to make them change. I'll explain. So let's start with the groceries here. Now, the grocery bill has gone down, and believe it or not, it hasn't. I've actually increased how much I give towards groceries by about 30 or 35%. Reason why is the price of everything has just gone up. But in 2020, for every dollar I made, and in 2023, I was able to raise that to $1.23. That's pretty odd. That's 2023, and I've added 23% to my income, but that's what happened. In 2024, I've really become radical on how I handle income, because income is the other side of this magic equation. You have to make as much as you physically can. And I was very strategic on the contracts I take, and I was very strategic on the money that I'm putting in here. And I'm going to be dead serious with you. I've not included in my income the monies I make from investments. I'm just letting that grow. Right now, we're making about $1,000 a month from our investments, and that's not even in the equation here. So if I put that in the equation, it would skew things, and you would see definitely another 5 to 10 points on the 2024 number. But from last year to this year, I've been able to, if I made $1 last year, I'm now making $1.28 this year. I've literally increased my income by 28%. Yes, you heard it right. I'm not robbing banks. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just being very radical on how I handle my contracts and what jobs I choose to do. So that's something to that's a little thing you can put in your back pocket. And I'll talk about that more in another video one day. So let's take a look at these numbers here. Groceries have gone down, as I mentioned earlier. Debt has gone down, not significantly. Now, the trouble here is you're going to say, Frank, this is supposed to be a video about living a debt-free life. Yes, I've done that, and it's wonderful. But I do have debt. My biggest debt is my mortgage. I do not carry credit card debt. I do not carry personal loans. There is only one loan that I'm carrying in 2024, and I'm going to be carrying it for a very short period of time, and that's on a reasonably new vehicle. My wife's vehicle died. It wasn't worth fixing anymore. Had to buy another one. And believe it or not, it was cheaper for me to take a full debt load on the car and to pay it off quickly after I bought the car than it was to put any money on the car right up front. It doesn't make sense, but that's how banks think. I'll just leave it at that. My goal is to pay for that car in 1 year and make it go away. We've got a relatively new vehicle now. We can continue using that for at least the next 10 years. So that's the reason why. Eventually, I want to make this debt go down to zero. I want to see this number go away completely. If I wasn't carrying a vehicle, my yellow line for 2024 would be much lower. Giving has pretty much stayed the same. If anything, this year it's gone up a little bit. Now that's one change that's really nice. I'm able to give a little bit more. I'm able to be a little more generous because we have more income coming in. And that's a really nice feeling to have. So living debt-free and having financial freedom gives you that ability to give when you feel the need. You could go to your local church and say, gee, I'd really like to give, $1,000 to this new missions trip. Or if you go and you like going and you go to the, let's say the Pound and they're trying to raise capital to help pets that need to be adopted, you can fund that. So whatever your heart leads you to, you can do that. If you have a lot of debt, you can't do that. If you're not living a true debt-free life and you straddle with a lot of debts, you just can't do these things. And it's a wonderful thing. Now, insurance was one of the surprises that I had. I've been able to significantly drop my insurance. Now, there's two real types of insurance, as I mentioned earlier. One is house and car insurance, and the other one is life insurance. House and car insurance, I was able to reduce by about 30% just by being smart. I did comparison quotes with lots of different companies. I made sure I had apples to apples insurance quotes when it come to the car and the house. And I was able to drop that cost by about 30%. And it was a simple procedure. I just went through the numbers. I didn't worry about feelings or anything like that. I just was looking not necessarily the best deal, but the best deal with good insurance companies. So I was able to handle that. The second thing was, and this was what really helped reduce the insurance costs in 2023 and 2024, and that is because I've started to save, because in 2020 I had nothing saved. I had maybe $20,000 sitting in an RRSP, which is a retirement fund. And that's it. I didn't have anything. I've been able to save a fairly significant amount in that time. So as I've been saving, I've been reducing my life insurance and I've been reducing my wife's life insurance because we don't need to carry that life insurance. And my life insurance, I turned 60 this year. Oh, my shattered nerves. My life insurance went out the roof. It's nice to be able to reduce my life insurance. My goal is this year, I'm going to be chunking off a whole bunch more of my life insurance because I can. Taxes have only gone down for one reason. Taxes have actually gone up financially, but in terms of percentages that have gone down, it's because between 2020 and 2024, I'm earning significantly more. I'm earning probably another 50% more than I was earning back in 2020. Taxes have gone down, have not really gone down, but the amount of my income to pay the taxes has gone down. And that's a wonderful feeling. It's like, you just know you can do it. Now, entertainment is one that's gone up. Why? Because we can have more fun now. Back in 2020, I didn't have money for anything. I was house poor, and I was house poor for a good solid 15 years, and it sucked. I was not living a debt-free life. I was living a life with tremendous amount of debt and a big house and lots of bills. I had no financial freedom, and it was terrible. But now I have a little more money. Yeah, I could probably spend even more money on entertainment, but we're more serious about our savings, and we're going to be talking about that at the very end. Entertainment is as it sits. Now, entertainment could be internet services. Now, I've been very smart about that too. We used to pay around $130, $140 a month for internet and cable. I was able to reduce that down to $55 a month, and I have exactly the same service. I don't have the cable anymore, cable TV, but we have a few subscriptions, but those subscription costs are about the same as they were before, so that's pretty much a wash. The reason why my entertainment budget's gone up is because before I had no money for entertainment. My only costs on entertainment in 2020 were the internet and the cable TV, because we couldn't go out and have fun. We really couldn't do anything outside of the ordinary. You could walk around the mall and dream and, oh, it'd be nice to go get that. That'd be nice, but we can't. We can't afford it. No, can't. We can't even get more debt. It's terrible. But now we can look and enjoy that. Now, interestingly, on the utilities, they have gone down. Now, there's a reason for that. I was able to, because I've been investing like a banshee, I've been investing like crazy and putting money away like crazy over the last few years, I was able to go buy a solar array for the house. And I was able to pretty much negate my electricity bill. And I'm so happy that I did, because the price of electricity has done nothing but go up. I'm literally paying, let me just rephrase that. If I was paying the full load of electricity, I'd be paying double what I was paying in 2020 right now. Now, unfortunately, I also have to pay for natural gas. I am working towards reducing that bill as well, possibly making it go away completely and have everything electric and have more solar panels. But the nice thing about that is it makes that little bill go away, and it's nice. It, again, frees up more money. Have you enjoyed this video so far? I hope you have, because this really is giving you kind of a snapshot in my life and showing you how I'm working towards becoming debt-free and having financial freedom. And I hope you get a few points from it. So subscribe. If you do, that'd be great. But let's get to our bonus. And like I said in the beginning, this is the big enchilada. This is the one that is just like amazing. Amazing. You know, you ever see that shows where they go, amazing. That's it. That's it. Now, let me describe what's going on here. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I think the most I had saved in 2020 is about $20,000, and that was it. Now, I've saved well over $20,000 now, and I've been able to put away, and it's earning at least $1,000 in revenue on a monthly basis. Actually, it could be more than that now, but that was kind of a last snapshot I did a few months ago. But in 2020, I was saving nothing. I couldn't. I had no extra money. There was nothing, and it felt awful. As I move towards living the debt-free life and having true financial freedom, I mean true financial freedom, what's happening is my savings is going up more and more and more. And in 2020, I was basically saving a nest egg, nothing. In 2023, I had jumped up to around 20.2% of my net income was going towards savings. And in 2024, it's going to be 27.2%, so very close to 30%. Once the car is paid off, it's going to be about 35% or so. So I'm able to save like crazy. Just to kind of give you an idea, being out of a lot of debt, like since 2020 till now, being out of a lot of debt has permitted me to save a lot of money. Like I was able to put away over $100,000 in just over a year. Now, I did get rid of stuff. I did sell stuff. It wasn't all income that came into that. I did dig through the drawers and got the change and found some crypto wallets and emptied them out and put them into my long-term savings. And also, I've been investing wisely into my long-term savings, investing into good dividend stocks. And that's really what's made the difference here. So the savings figure is what's really making a difference here. I'm reducing my debt. I'm increasing my savings. I'm reducing my insurance. I'm increasing my savings. I'm able to reduce my utilities through intelligent purchases. For example, another intelligent purchase is we went and bought a brand new induction stove. It reduced our electrical debt load by about 5 to 10% every month. Hey, it's money that goes out and it doesn't come back. So, hey, why not? So I hope you've gotten something from this. I hope that you can see that living a debt-free life can be really exciting. I just want to throw a little tidbit in here for you. Don't do this. Don't do what I call a Frank. In 2 other times in my life, I had saved a significant amount of money. I mean, a significant amount. And I thought I was independently wealthy and I had financial freedom. I did not. And the reason why is, now let me make a correction here. I did have enough to be financially free, but I didn't handle the money properly. I didn't invest it. True financial freedom is when your investments pay all your expenses without being depleted. Did you get that? If you have $1 million saved and it's generating, let's say, $100,000 every year in returns, and your expenses are $100,000, you've not depleted your $1 million. And that's true financial freedom. And as a matter of fact, if you're actually able to grow and keep up to inflation with your capital, that's even better, because what happens is you'll never be in a place where you have run out of money. Like I said, in 2 other times in my life, I've had a significant amount of money. You got to make the mistakes in life. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have another video showing here. It's talking about living frugally. Now, it does talk about the fact that frugal and cheap are 2 different animals. So you got to watch this video if you want to understand what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen it. So go check it out. If you want to go check it out. It should be on the screen right now. If not, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining me. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.